Hey guys, this is Count Lazuli, and we're here for another episode of SnapCast, the second one on this channel. And today we're taking a look at Crystal Mountain, created by the author by the name of Kvakooh. I don't know what that means, but it's a name. And I'm here with two members today. We've got Dingenouts. How you doing, Dinge?
I'm doing good. I'm on a vacation right now. There's also a thunderstorm coming in, so if you suddenly hear a bunch of noise coming from my end, then it's the thunderstorm because I'm in a little tent that my sister sleeps in, but I'm currently using it to do the podcasting.
So I imagine we'll hear some
Yeah.
lightning here and there, or thunder.
It has been going off in the background, but it's not loud.
All right.
But who knows? Who knows? It could come over again, and it will start sounding like a war is outside.
And Sickly, how you doing, man?
Good.
Good. Good. I've seen your art lately. Doing not bad. All right. So what do you guys say we take a look at none other than Crystal Mountain? All right.
Yes.
I've seen a few people play this map. I thought it looked pretty good. I'll be honest with you guys. I haven't touched SnapMap too much lately. I've been much more focused on my artwork as of late.
I've never seen anyone play this map.
It's pretty decent, I would say.
I've also played this map, but I haven't touched SnapMap in a month or so. I accidentally made the mistake of buying the Battle Pass of Season 4 in Cold War at Tier 20. So I spent the whole week just staying up all night trying to get to Tier 100. So I didn't have anything to do with SnapMap for that, and I'm going to be on a 3-week vacation with my parents.
It's pretty nice. It's nice. It's nice to just kind of get out of the whole COVID thing after all this. I mean, it's still going on, but I don't know about you guys.
It's still going on, but I'm not having any issues.
Like
over here now.
It's starting to loosen up a little where I am. Oh, and here we go. We got the traditional, or sort of traditional, the Doom Eternal mechanics here. You know, blood punch, dash, nice little details.
I have a problem with this map that the abilities don't show up on the HUD.
Yeah, actually, you know what? That is true. I think maybe some kind.
I still have a bit of a sour spot for maps that use Doom Eternal mechanics.
It's not that I don't like them. I just think that. Oh yeah, and I don't know why we're using the green suit, but I guess it's supposed to be like we're Doom guy in the Doom Eternal world. I like this here. You know, little kind of tricks, yeah. And by the way, there are actually some pretty decent arenas in here. But as I was saying, Sickly, I have to agree. Like, I like the Doom Eternal mechanics. I just don't like when every map wants to replicate Doom Eternal. You know, I
mean, one of the reasons I played Doom, I played Doom 2016 to not play Eternal.
Actually, so I was playing a little bit of SnapMap yesterday, and then I played this today, and I realized now just how long it's been since I've actually played 2016. Because I don't know, it just kind of felt this. It felt fresh playing this. Like it felt nice to come back and get that feel.
I hate the fact that that I started making Dimension Crisis Part 3 with the promise that it wouldn't take like a whole year to make like Part 2 did. Then my PlayStation happens.
Did you see that? I looked up at that trap like a dozen times, and I just don't even notice it's there. That little green ring up under the bridge.
Oh, sorry, what were we talking about again? My Wi-Fi was having a lot of issues because of the storm.
That's gonna be a theme this episode.
If I remember correctly, you were talking about maps mimicking Eternal.
Oh yeah, it's just like the Eternal mechanics are nice with the blood punch and the dash and all that. But I think there's kind of this. I don't think it's a misinterpreted necessity, but more that too many maps feel the need to replicate Doom Eternal, as opposed to trying something different.
Sounds a lot like my maps.
I mean, you got a couple of them. I do want to take a look at your demon shop at some point, as maybe like a mini-sode or something.
I would be interested in just talking about all the creations.
See, I only noticed
especially especially Technotron. My god, that thing has gone through a lot of changes. And has even received a fix in the recent chop.
Okay, alright. Took me a moment to realize this. And then I pressed the wrong button and wasted my blood punch. By the way, I die a lot of times in this map. But what happened was I hooked up my melee to my blood punch. So I'll perform a glory kill, get a blood punch, and then when I perform another glory kill, I just activate the blood punch simultaneously, just to regain another blood punch.
Well, it's because it's on the melee button.
Yeah.
In game.
Yeah, I hooked those up.
Also,
I thought
just
this is a cool
saying
device.
ahead of time, it's raining right now, so.
All right. Actually, we were pouring yesterday where I am.
Yeah, same happened for like 5 minutes where I was.
Alright, this is where the visual language got a little weird for me. Because it's saying, use the explosive barrel, but there is an actual explosive barrel in SnapMap. So I was left wondering if the barrel next to the terminal was the explosive barrel, if I was supposed to shoot it. I didn't know you had to go and pick it up. So I think maybe something could have been tweaked for that visual language. I'm thinking just use an actual exploding barrel, but...
Oh no, where is the barrel? Where's the barrel? I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I took a few moments trying to figure this out. I figured it had something to do with this here. Because it's like the only barrel...
Yep, there it was.
I was doing that, I was standing around this room.
What I've noticed, you see anything, you punch it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Switch, punch.
That's my habit here. I get the buttons mixed up. That's what happens when I've been away for a while.
Also, Lazuli, there's actually a trap up above in that room.
I missed that too. I missed
Don't
all
worry,
the traps.
I missed it as well.
It's funny because like I missed the traps, and then we get to like a third trap in this map. I'm like, okay, I see it, I know it's there, and then I get like no chance to use it. And I think the author tanked up the enemies in this map because they seem to take some stronger hits than normal ones do.
You sure? I just saw you melt that Baron.
I mean, I also...
Maybe that incubus.
I don't know. Maybe, because I think I fired...
Oh, maybe they just hit a little harder.
Maybe. Because I think I end up firing like a shot from the Gauss cannon on one of the Hellraisers. And then I just stagger him. So I guess this map is partially based on the cultist theme because it's got those doors, like the large rectangular ones, like there. Plus the traps.
I have been unable to see some of any new developments in the modding scene.
I haven't touched the SnapMap Discord in some time, so I don't know what's going on there right now.
Oh yeah, what scares me is the fact
Load
that
up, load up.
it's the fact that the devs have acknowledged the modding stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've actually acknowledged its existence.
Yeah.
Okay.
They.
All right, that's pretty nice.
Well, I guess it's a good thing to know that we are not going to face the wrath of God in that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess they just used the standard solid blocking volume for this ice. Just made it light blue. I don't think I ever actually used that health thing. But, oh no, wait, I do. Never mind. I spoke way too soon. Never find that out. Never find out that secret.
Actually, I did find out what you need to do in that one
Oh, did
to
you?
open it. You need to shoot the pipes above.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's what you needed to do. You need to shoot them, but there's barely any language.
Oh yeah.
There's
Probably
nothing
noticed-
pointing towards it.
And up until now, I think I've ended up forgetting about the dash mechanic for the first while. Actually, I want to point out that I thought this arena was really well designed. Not just simply like the main floor of combat, but when you get up on the higher levels, I think the way that the hazards are placed is really intelligently done. And you'll see what I mean.
I'm still kind of wondering where that mod support.
So
for
like
Doom
you
Eternal
see,
is.
like you kind of have to jump off the platform and around to get there, and I don't know, I just kind of like how the map forces you to do that. It's nothing big, but I just thought it was a nice touch.
Oh wait, did they cancel invasion mode for Doom
I don't
Eternal in
think
favor of
so. Oh, did they?
Because a lot of people are saying
They
that
didn't say that they were going to cancel it, but they said that they've postponed it indefinitely and they're adding in a horde mode.
the feature we've been waiting for since its first QuakeCon reveal. Now we have to wait even longer.
I missed my jump right
It
there.
still needs to get reviewed on QuakeCon.
Oh well, actually, I think another reason why is because they do have plans to redo battle mode, so that could be one of the reasons why they're postponing the invasion mode. Because they need to figure out what they have to do with battle mode first.
Baron.
Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah.
Well, I think the best thing that they can do right now is work on. I don't want to say the game is dead on console, but it kind of is.
Battle mode?
Yeah, I mean,
No,
yeah, I guess.
just Eternal, just in
Oh.
general.
Every game has its day.
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
modding seems
I
to
didn't know how I found that
keep it
secret.
alive.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I don't think that was really a secret. Considering the fact that you found it in the middle of a combat encounter.
I just thought it was strange. I just kind of had to go behind this rock. Maybe I missed something. Maybe there's some little hint there.
Well, I mean, now the dice show's in tow, so.
The dice show is in tow. Or the dice show. I made the same mistake as your crash. Thinking it was the dice show.
Wait, why the hell did that Baron just magically die?
I'm just that powerful.
Ah.
Oh yeah, this is with the hammer.
That had to be
Yeah.
a very super pinky.
Yeah, just this endless cycle of having the blood punch, losing it, just repeat. And I die. And that's not the game's fault either. I was just again, I still had to get used to the gameplay. No, actually, in all seriousness, this was actually a pretty fun map. It was short but sweet, and it provided enough of a fun challenge and excitement going on.
I will say one good thing about
I
my
wish-
PlayStation fucking dying on me is the fact that it's given me a lot of time to think about the story for Dimension Crisis.
Actually, I want to note these ice spikes. If you squint, they kind of just look like palm trees to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm
Like
thinking of that Halo map.
like cartoon forest backgrounds, you know?
Yeah.
It's reminding me of that, like a camping episode on some show or Gravity Falls.
I'm pretty sure if the guy who made this asked some of the other modders, they could probably just throw that ice texture from what's that one level in the campaign where you're the northern tip of Mars or whatever,
Oh,
and they
Vega?
could have just thrown that on and they could have just thrown that on some rocks
Yeah.
or something.
Alright, then I died again.
I wish the hammer was something else than an insta-kill button.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me
Yeah.
of, what was that map we covered? Doom Shock with, like, the elemental powers. That's what it reminded me of. Because it basically was that. So yeah, that was the map. Wow, we're already through it. It feels like it's been 5 minutes. But no,
How long was the map?
I mean, this whole thing has been 16 minutes, in truth.
Holy sh! I think this might be by far, to my knowledge, the shortest SnapCast episode, if that's the case.
On this channel, it's been pretty short thus far. Yeah, what do you guys think? In terms of final thoughts, I guess I'll start off with Dingy. What do you think?
Okay, so the abilities not appearing on the HUD, that something almost every map does, where they don't appear on the HUD. My map cities, just they have, and it helps
Okay, so
the map a bit, so the player knows so that they constantly know they have the dash and they can keep using it because it's always there on the HUD on the side,
all right.
and they can always use it.
Okay, so they can have a better HUD then.
But that's something minor. But most maps that have the eternal mechanics, yeah, better HUD. And well, it was also the traps. Maybe putting a rule for that showcases to the player that they have to be observant around their environments to use the trap. For example, to kill a big demon, just to demonstrate that the traps are lethal, and the player should keep an eye open around the environment to use the trap.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Um,
because both of the traps that are as well,
I think the Wrath of the Storm is
and
messing
I
up your connection.
completely missed
Yeah!
the traps on my first playthrough.
Come
But
on. Strike me down, Zeus.
okay, that's good to know.
Strike me down, Zeus. You don't have
You
to
don't have the balls.
Jesus,
have
I
the
didn't
butt.
I didn't know Zeus had such a thing against SnapMap. All right.
Well,
Um,
damn.
all right. So pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think they can.
Yeah, I'd say the somewhat lack of communication with the player of where to go and what to do.
Uh,
Granted, it's one of those things where me and my much more
uh,
simple methods of making a map just leads to a little bit of a bias because of the fact that I have an addiction to just opening the door when the demons are dead. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I think this map had
Motherfucker.
its thunder.
Fucking thunder. Strike me down, Zeus. You don't have the balls.
and it's just like all we just hear is just like a loud boom followed by static.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah, with this map, I think it had its ups and downs. I'll start off with my negatives because I always like to end on a happy note. So in terms of my negatives, it's pretty much what you guys said. It comes down to kind of a poor communication. I mean, they have their HUD up in the corner and they tell you when your sentinel hammer's ready. But my main problem comes down to more like, for example, secrets. It's like that super shotgun. What was significant about that one corner that I had to press a button? You know, I don't really understand the visual communication there. And I think with the gas tank, not the gas tank, the explosive barrel, I think it would have been better to have an actual explosive barrel. If I don't remember, is there a prop for the explosive barrel that doesn't blow up? I think there is.
Can't you just cover it up with a blocking box to avoid it from exploding? Actually, no. The ghost rifle has AoE, so it might go through the blocking box and destroy it.
All right, all right.
That's something that can happen.
Again, I just think there should have been a little bit better communication there. It's not a huge deal, but still, I think that would have really helped. In terms of the good, I'd like to point out that the custom geo is actually pretty nice. It's not Taylorhead or Vlad Kublitsky, but I think
Or
the author
bad,
here,
but
really. Oh, sorry, go on.
it's not like bad fluffy quality. But the arenas were also well designed. The I don't remember exactly if there weren't a lot of ways to. Actually, no. Um, Actually, the only complaint I have with the arenas is that there aren't multiple ways to get up to the higher platforms of the arena to shoot down rockets upon the demons
I think that would have been
and
interesting.
and cause a feeling of mobility. Because I talk a lot to Doomer, and his maps have improved a lot. They aren't as how he used to make maps. Because when he was making maps, I remember very clearly when he told me that he had this signature that was spawning 12 summoners at once.
Oh, that's quite a signature.
Oh yeah, you guys talked to me about it. Back where I was joking about there being a 5 summoner encounter at the end of Dimension Crisis 2.
But yeah, Duma would call that his 12 demon signature, and I told him, that's not a signature. I can put 12 summoners in my maps, and it will probably go better than yours.
I mean, I guess it's a signature if you make it a tradition to, at some point in every map, include one encounter with 12 summoners. And it's just like anyone going into your maps has to expect 12 summoners at some point.
Actually, I want to point out what we see here on screen. I thought this was an example of good visual instructions. Because on the other side here, there's a red core station. And I thought it was interesting how they put kind of this red beam underneath, as if to say there's something leading up to it. So I never would have actually thought to do that, and I thought this was a good example of visual instructions.
It would be cool if my screen actually loaded. Oh, wait, there it is. Oh yeah, I know what you. Yeah, oh yeah, I see now. With a red beam. That's also in the previous room as well.
Is
With
it?
the red beam. Yeah,
Oh.
it is.
Okay.
When you grab the red power core, it opens up the door. That's also there in that arena, where there's a rune behind. It also opens up. It also opens up that door.
Okay. Yeah, I think it just comes down to, I think it had some nice custom geo, some fun gameplay, just a little rough around the communication here and there.
Yeah.
Did you guys have any last thoughts before we end this?
Not really.
No?
Seems to be a very short, to the point map.
Yeah, very, very simple. It's a very simple creation. Nice, but simple.
Sometimes it's fun to just play a simple map and not put overly difficult mechanics.
Yeah, not everything has to be like an Eye of Horus or anything.
Oh God, no!
Alright.
It's a sequel of Eye of Horus coming.
I've made some decently lengthy maps during my time. But granted, that's what happens when you spent your time going from a slap mapper to someone who actually cares about what they're making.
I remember the longest map I've made, which that map is
none of them
gone because the map I'm talking about is Epizilla, and that whole series has long maps. The geo is fine for what I was making around the time, but the maps were so goddamn long. Like, Epizilla 5 took 30 minutes for me to beat, and I know this stuff. Some people took a minute and they took an hour and 30 minutes just to beat it.
Yeah, I remember one time. First time I played Eye of Horus took me about 2.5 hours. Because there were some points in the map where I had no idea where to go.
Man, Terragrithius took me like 3.5 first shot.
But yeah, I know that all of my old maps on my old profile are you are still able to find them. Because the old profile still technically exists. It hasn't been deleted or anything. It's just I forgot the password.
Alright guys, I think we're...
And I down.
I think we're going to cut it here. This here was Crystal Mountain. Once again, the author is Kvakooh. And the map ID is N2PBI. You know what? We'll put in the description anyway.
Just put in sans text the ID on the screen.
Dude, Megalovania, the one song everyone can recognize just by its first note.
Well, this was SnapCast, and I want to thank Dingy and Sickly Shimly for joining. And I can't wait to see you guys next time on the next Snapcast. And again, if you, the audience, would like to join, then you can go ahead and we'll have a Discord link. All right. This
I'm
was
gonna check out.
SnapCast.
Yeah.
All right, guys, and we are out.